Hi, welcome to this video about the Global Engineering Wrap. My name is Diane Sieber. I'm a professor in the College of Engineering and Applied Science and also the director and faculty in residence in the Global Engineering Residential Academic Program, which is located on Central Campus in Kittredge Central. I'm happy to talk to you, although also sad because I would have welcomed you at Admitted Students Day. And in lieu of that, I'll tell you a little bit about our program and why I think it might interest you. First of all, we have an application. We have rolling admissions, so we do have some spaces left. And at the end of this talk, I'll encourage you to apply for the program. It takes about 15 minutes, and it will give you a sense of what else it is that we do. So first of all, I'll show you a couple of things here now that you've seen what I look like. I'd like to share with you a presentation that I would have shared again at Admitted Students Day. And let's see if I can get it started. Here we go. Okay, so the Global Engineering Program is a residential academic program. There are 14 of them on campus. The College of Engineering has two residential academic programs. One is Engineering Honors and the other is Global Engineering. We're about 30 yards from each other. We do a lot of our activities together. We enjoy sharing things like book clubs. We go on retreats together. And also it's a kind of mutual aid society so that we have a very nice concentration of engineering students who care about their education in a very short distance from each other. The reason that global engineering is different is that we focus on students who are interested in language and culture, in doing global development work, and in potentially studying abroad or even planning to work abroad after graduation. During this last year in residence, we had native speakers of Spanish, French, Russian, and 21 other languages. The best thing about this was that it's possible to identify somebody who speaks a language you're interested in or would like to practice, and to be able to meet up with them. We funded foreign language dinners. There were coffee meetings and teas where you could sit down and speak Russian with someone, or you could even barter. So I very happily bartered in the last couple of years Russian to learn Hebrew and a few other things like that. The other thing that's really nice about this is that because we have students who are aware of so many different cultures, we cook a lot of cultural food in the kitchen that is located centrally in our building. On the right, you'll see the paella that we made as we were experiencing tapas from Spain. And we've experienced dinners from 20 to 30 cultures around the world. It depends entirely on who lives in the building each year, what kinds of cultures we get to explore. Another thing that characterizes us is that 30% of the students who live in our building are returning students. So that is they're sophomores, juniors, or seniors. They've already lived in the building for a year. They represent every major in the college. And therefore, when you're in the building and it's midnight and you have a desperate question or you need help with something, there's somebody in the building who's in your major who's already taken the class that's worrying you. So being able to share a community, being able to see what students in your major are doing in their sophomore or junior year, and also being able to see what people in other majors are doing is really a great way to expose yourself to all of the opportunities in the college, and also to find out firsthand from other students what their feelings about their majors are. 80% of our students will study abroad at some point during their college career, whether that's to go for a week for an intensive course, or to go for a semester or year, to go on a global seminar where you take a CU Boulder class abroad, or to work for a global aid organization. And speaking of that, 65% of our students participate in either Engineers Without Borders or Bridges to Prosperity, and are very interested in engineering for a globalized world. The picture at the bottom is of our first year of students. The Global Engineering Wrap has been around for 7 years. I was its founding director, and Inigo Montoya, the dog who's in the picture, is its founding pet. We are located in Kittredge Central. It is on Central Campus. It is right next to Kit Ponds. We have a convenience store in our building. We have campus tutoring in our building. The mail delivery for most of campus is in our building, and we're a 4-minute walk to the engineering center. If you can see my cursor, the engineering center is here. You walk by business, you walk under Regent Drive and next to the planetarium, and Kittredge Central is right there. The thing that we really want to pursue in our community is to blend academics and life in ways that make both much more interesting. So there are small classes that are held in our building, also recitations, student meetings, student presentations on things like study abroad. We invite guest speakers to come and talk to us about what they're doing in global development space or entrepreneurship space globally. Also, we get to engage in projects in the makerspace, which is in the Idea Forge run by engineering. It's 20 yards away. So we have access to materials and projects and all sorts of different workshops that we can do pretty much around the clock from the convenience of our building. We do a lot of languages, cooking, and culture, and foreign language dinners. This is an image of students at my dinner table. We had, I think, tapas that night. We also, as part of a community, we have a library which is full of books that students have recommended or that faculty recommended. We have a textbook loaning library because textbooks are expensive. We have a VR room where we hold virtual reality office hours so that you can come play with VR equipment. A computer room, and several computers throughout the building where you can access everything you need on a high-speed computer. Also a printing room. We offer free printing to students on campus. The building itself has 5 study rooms and a music room with a piano and a stereo. We have a full kitchen. And also up on the 3rd floor study bridge, we have a coffee and tea cart and lots of evening events that are run by students and by returning students. So it's important to know that there's always something going on and it is not required. The only thing we require is 1 wrap class, but the rest of it is optional and you will get it out of it exactly as much as you want to put in. This again is our first ever group. I think one of the more interesting things about our community is that we're over 50% female. We have students who come from multiple different countries and also from really diverse backgrounds. So there's an opportunity to get to know people that you might not otherwise run into on a daily basis. And it's because all of these people are interested in the same general topics, global things, politics, economics, and travel. So here are a couple of examples of activities. The faculty apartment where I've been living for the last 7 years is on the left. And then our common room is on the right. And the common room is a place where lots of people show up. We have lots of big tables. It's possible to sit down and say, hey, is anybody working on applied math like to sit with me? And the nice thing is that everybody knows they belong to a community and they're willing to help each other. We also engage in lots of events. For example, in the fall, we've been going every year to TEDx Boulder, and there are other cultural events that happen throughout the year. And like I said, 80% of global engineers will study or work abroad at some point. We have a good, strong alumni network. And my own personal goal for every student in Global is that 100% of our students will have a passport by graduation, so that even if you're not going abroad quite yet, you're always ready to as soon as the opportunity presents itself. So a couple of other things. Global engineering is not first come, first served. We have an application. The application is read by current students. The application information is anonymized. They don't know who you are, but they will read once a week every application and make recommendations. And then I can get back to you within a week to 10 days to let you know. You don't have to have already accepted CU Boulder to apply for global engineering. In fact, you will find out from Global Engineering if you would be able to live with us before you even have to decide if you're coming to CU. A lot of students do decide that they would like to be at CU because they know where they're going to live and who they're going to be with. So our application is available online at globalengineeringrap.org. It takes about 15 minutes to fill out. we'll get back to you very quickly, and you would have a yes or no on whether or not you're a member of this community before you decide whether you want to come to CU Boulder. If you have questions about our community, please email me at global.engineering@colorado.edu. I'll be happy to answer. And also, Evan Thomas, who'll be teaching the fall class for the RAP, is making a separate video, which will link to this one so that you'll be able to find out more detail about the class. I look forward to meeting you in the fall. I really hope I'll see you at CU Boulder. And please do send me questions if you have any concerns at all. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to respond. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.